Ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump just shocked Hollywood by making this announcement about Mel Gibson and, of course, Sylvester Stallone, John Voight as well. You've been seeing them hanging out with Donald Trump. You've been asking and wondering, why are these Hollywood stars going away from Hollywood? Well, we know that Hollywood has gone very wokish, but also very demonic. Let's just put that. I'm just going to put that out there. Feel how you feel about that. And I have clips of Mel Gibson and why this is actually a very important way to go. So again, Donald Trump makes the announcement to the world here. He says, "It is my honor to announce John Voight, Mel Gibson, and Sylvester Stallone to be special ambassadors to a great but very troubled place, Hollywood, California." As he says troubled, I would have a lot more words than that, but Trump trying to keep it classy here about Hollywood. He says they will serve as special envoys to me for the purpose of bringing Hollywood, which has lost much business over the last 4 years, to foreign countries, back bigger, better, and stronger than ever before. That's what Trump's saying about Hollywood by bringing in these men to be the guys. These three very talented people will be my eyes and ears, and I will get done what they suggest. It will again be like the United States of America itself, the golden age of Hollywood. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very excited about this announcement because we know that Sylvester Stallone, but specifically Mel Gibson, is a very Christian man. He actually wants to make the Passion of the Christ too, and he knows that he had a lot of trouble making the Passion of the Christ, period. Now we know he promoted movies like Sound of Freedom that the mainstream media literally tried to keep off the movie theaters. If you don't know what Sound of Freedom is, definitely go watch that movie. I recommend it. It's by Angel Studios, a faith-based organization that films movies. But let's actually go here real quick to a specific conversation. And by the way, let me know if you agree with this, because I know a lot of people are anti-Hollywood nowadays, but should Trump and Mel Gibson really team up to rebuild Hollywood and really, maybe invest in companies that are faith-based and about God and about Jesus? Again, you don't have to be faith-based to agree with me here. You can click off the video if you want, but I think this is very special and important. But here is Mel Gibson, who is now President Trump's ambassador to Hollywood, revealed that Hollywood elites fought to prevent the release of The Passion of the Christ because the movie promoted Jesus and Christianity. Here he is in a very amazing clip here between him and Joe Rogan. Take a listen.
We're living in a different time now in the film world. I mean, everything's upside down.
There's resistance, first of all, from secular Hollywood, where for whatever reason, Christianity is the one religion that you're allowed to disparage.
Yeah.
Christianity is the one religion where people, all these progressive, open-minded, leftist people, they'll embrace all these different religions until it comes to Christianity. And for whatever reason, that represents like white male, whatever it represents, colonialism, whatever it represents, it's negative.
Yeah, sure. It's gotten a bad rap.
It was a crazy movie because it was a great movie, but it seemed like there was resistance to that movie.
Oh yeah, no, there was,
which I thought was very strange. There was like Hollywood resistance to that movie. Like people didn't like that you were making it. It seemed like
there was a lot of opposition to it, and I don't know. I think if you ever hit on that subject matter, you're gonna get people going, because
of course
it's big subject matter, and it's like and my contention is, when I was making it, it was like, you're making this film and the idea was that we're all responsible for this, that his sacrifice was for all mankind, and that for all our ills and all the things in our fallen nature, it was a redemption.
Passion of the Christ, ladies and gentlemen, that is the movie that they're speaking about. And they spoke about how if it got resistance. And once again, I can make the same argument about Sound of Freedom. In 2023, Hollywood really rejected this movie because it had to do with trafficking. It had to do with sensitive subject matters that, in fact, really do connect politically and also, religious wise. A lot of Christians say that these things exist. And of course, Hollywood, and look, and something right here that they spoke about that they hit right on the nod is the most disrespected religion by progressives and Democrats in Hollywood as a whole is Christianity. But why is that? Why is Christianity so disrespected? That's the question. That's the $1 million question. But again, we're gonna go here to Donald Trump speaking about Mel Gibson and why he is very important in this, and then we're gonna get back to Mel Gibson. Take a listen.
I'll tell you, I saw Braveheart. I think Mel Gibson is a very good guy. I've met him a number of times. Good guy, but I'll tell you, that was super Mel Gibson in his prime.
Oh yeah.
So, and I was on a plane, and there was absolutely nothing to do. It was one of these planes that you couldn't make calls, you couldn't do, and they had tapes.
That's all planes for us.
And they showed me they showed me, sir, we have 20 tapes. And I looked at the tapes and they were all, and this was like 20 years after it was made. This was probably 6 years ago. I never saw Braveheart.
Okay.
And they showed me a tape. I said, all right, let's put that one on. And within about 4 minutes, I said, this may be the greatest movie I've ever seen.
It's incredible. Within 4 minutes.
No, I'm a Braveheart fan, but you've seen it.
Oh, yeah,
dude,
yeah.
I saw it with my mom.
I
She
mean,
was emotional for like a week.
I wish I saw it with my mother, but it was good.
Was that your Braveheart moment? Like after getting shot when you stood up?
No,
No,
you don't think of that in those moments. You do what you do.
Yeah, thank God you weren't thinking about Mel Gibson.
Nah, but he's good. But he was when he in prime time. He was
unbelievable.
I mean, at that, his look, his way, you couldn't have had a better guy playing it. But that was a great movie. So, but it is true. England, and at the time,
was Donald J. Trump speaking about Mel Gibson in a very high manner. Again, comment down your favorite Mel Gibson movies, and should he be once again involved in Hollywood. Here's another clip I want to definitely share with you guys. A very important one from a recent interview that Mel Gibson did. He's been doing a lot of interviews because he just lost his home. And there was something about Mel Gibson in this experience. He spoke about a lot of things. I think he might need security after what he exposed about these fires specifically. But I want you to watch this scene and tell me how you feel about it.
As you know, I lost my house in Katrina. Our family lost our house, and it was gutting, and it was awful. But, I came to see it as a great blessing in my life in time. I was struck this week. You did an interview and you said, in passing, you see this loss of your home as a purification. How so?
Well, it was an odd mixture of sadness and kind of a weird realization and blessing, I think, because I thought, they're just things. I mean, I'm going to miss some stuff. There was valuable stuff. There was personal stuff that just breaks my heart, But, I feel like I'm being stripped down and prepared for something else. Now, that's maybe very personal, but I feel like the Almighty's preparing me to do something big.
Well, I have to say, when I heard that, I thought, I wonder if this is, or if you're regarding this as a spiritual preparation for the resurrection movie you're about to embark on.
Yeah, I think that's kind of it. It's like, hey, look, God gives, God takes. We come in with nothing. That's the same way we go out, And here's the deal. You'll always be okay. If you seek first the kingdom of God, you'll always be okay. You'll get what you need.
Powerful, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited that he makes this resurrection movie, because Passion of the Christ, then the resurrection. I think now with the backing of Trump, this is going to be special. This is a guy who's not afraid to talk about the things that make people uncomfortable. And I think that this is amazing. This is really, really, really amazing. I want to show you this clip here of him, again, not being scared to talk about certain things. Here he is, and watch Joe Rogan's reaction to this when he speaks about the Pope here. Take a listen.
Pope that brought a South American idol into the church to worship.
Really?
He did. The Pachamama. He bought the South American, and he got.
I don't know what that is.
It's kind of like a South American god, Pachamama.
Why would he do that?
Good question. But he did.
So he brought that in.
Yeah, into the Vatican. Then the hierarchy even worshipped. They had a ceremony around it outside.
What?
So, well, that constitutes apostasy.
Yeah, worshiping false gods.
Yeah. Moses goes up on the mountain, he comes back down, people are worshiping a golden calf.
Yeah.
You know, it's that.
Yeah.
So you can't do that.
Do you think there's a motive behind these things?
I don't think you know. Probably.
What do you think it is?
I don't know. But it isn't good. I think we're looking at a world where, and this is in the next film I'm going to try and tackle this question, that there are big realms, spiritual realms. There's good, there's evil, and they are slugging it out for the souls of mankind. And my question is, why are we even important? Little old flawed humanity, why are we important in that process where the big realms are slugging it out over us? And I think there's bigger things at play here. And institutions that purport to touch on the divine are necessarily going to be affected by that slugfest that's going on between good and evil.
Right. And sometimes good gives up ground.
Yeah. And maybe not on purpose. You know, maybe there's some deception involved or self-deception.
Right. Co-opted.
Like every morning when I wake up, I actually pray that I don't deceive myself.
Oh my God. That is something I'm very excited about. You see the movies that he's trying to make. You see where Hollywood, I would love for Hollywood to be balanced. You can have your movies about whatever, but I would love for this right here to be more amplified. Specifically, ladies and gentlemen, Mel Gibson coming back to Hollywood. I know they're panicking. They're definitely panicking in their bags because for a fact that Donald Trump has an ambassador to Hollywood. He has an ambassador to the media with Carrie Lake. He's having ambassadors do this. He's pro crypto. There's something big happening in this world right now, and it's about to shift. And again, Donald Trump, being the imperfect human that he is, he's not perfect. He's done some things in his life that he's definitely not proud of. So have all of we. But that's what humanity is. And I think that somebody like Mel Gibson, who's also made various mistakes when he began promoting the movie Sound of Freedom, and I saw exactly how the media was attacking that movie. Again, if you have never watched Sound of Freedom, please go watch it. That movie is unbelievably good, and it talks about some of the most important things of our lives. We know that this is exactly what Mel Gibson wants to tackle. So him being the ambassador to Hollywood along with Sylvester Stallone, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Let's bring back the golden age of Hollywood, or are you done with it? Maybe some of you guys are done with it. Some of you guys want nothing to do with it. But I think that there's something here brewing that is about to be. Again, whether you're Christian or you're not, whatever religion you are, something divine is taking place. And there's a revolution about to happen spiritually that we need to be ready for. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure to smash the like button. I appreciate you guys coming through. As always, turn the bell notification on. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one.